Welcome back everybody, my name is Gian and today we're talking about the new top 10 new Xbox games of 2024. If you haven't seen them or know what they're about, we're gonna go through them today. Some of the top 10 that came up as I was scrolling through the damn Xbox store, I would say. But yeah, so we're gonna start off with this video, and at number 1 it's Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2 is a upcoming action-adventure game. Not really upcoming, it's already out, so I mean, yeah, just go download it on Game Pass. It is for free, and it's not for free if you do not have Game Pass. So just to put it out there, right? So Hellblade 2 retains a third-person perspective of its predecessor, but with a significant enhancement. The combat system has been revamped, so it's completely revamped to include more depth and variety, promising a more intense and immersive experience. The game focuses heavily on melee combat, environmental exploration, and puzzle solving. I almost choked on my own spit, but anyway, hold on. This of a real Unreal Engine 5 ensures stunning graphics, so it's an Unreal Engine 5 game, just like Gears of War 5 and Gears of War 4. I think that's actually almost Unreal 4. Engine 4, but anyway, and it has a detailed environment set primarily in Iceland. It's the latest installment of MotoGP video game series, and it has been released May 2nd of 2024 by Milestone SRL. Usually, with cars, it's SLR, but anyway. So you have a career mode enhancements. The game really introduces a new riders market where players can experience rider transfers between teams, adding an unpredictability to each season. That's cool, right? So a complete unpredictability to each season. This, the inclusion of official stewards who enforces penalties for rule violations and brings an added layer of realism to the racing experience. And the MotoGP 24 boasts significant improvements in bike physics and AI. So if you're really into bike gaming and not car gaming, MotoGP 24 is for you. It's a complete improvement with bike physics and AI features with a career mode enhancement. So go check that out. I think that might be freaking cool. So I've never played a MotoGP 24 game, but I have played a bike game. I don't know what they call it, the previous ones, the one that came out on Xbox 360. Anyway, Age of Water. Number 3, Age of Water. Yes, we are talking about Age of Water. So Age of Water is an open-world adventure game set in post-apocalyptic Earth that has been completely submerged by water. Developed by 3 Whale Studios and published by whoever that guy is. The game focuses on the exploration adventure, and it's an open world. Players can freely explore the vast ocean and discovering new settlements and engaging the various activities like fighting pirates and getting resources and transporting goods between cities, boats, and remnants of the old world, such as skyscraper rooftops. And the game story mode specifically follows the PvE story campaign that players can progress through, either solo with friends. I would really prefer these type of games with friends. It's just a better experience. Unless you're like me, I talk my way through everything and scream my way through every game. Next, we're gonna tackle the Sker Ritual, or the Scare Ritual, whatever it's called, but it's a SKER Ritual. So this is a round-based co-op first-person shooter developed by Wales Interactive, serving as a spin-off to the horror game Made of Sker. Right? I think that's how you say it. If you want to correct me down in the comments, please do so, because I have no idea what the hell I'm saying. It is designed for solo play or up to 4 players online. And please get your hamburger at the next door. Anyway, so where you do face waves of supernatural enemies known as the Quiet Ones and their elite counterparts with unique abilities. The game includes various maps, upgradable steampunk weapons, and a customization system with interchangeable masks and voice tones. Ain't that freaking awesome? I think it's like a kind of a horror game in a way. But yeah, the story continues from the evil ending of Maid's Curse set in 1914. It's always scary to go back in the past. It's something interesting about the past. There's always, like ghost stories and whatever from your grandparents and stuff. So we gotta feel that with ourselves, and sometimes try to turn to more understanding things. So yeah, although the Scare Ritual doesn't feature a traditional story mode, right? So it's not a traditional story mode game, but it includes episodic updates with story elements and a voice acting that expand the narrative through new maps and objectives and bosses. Now we're gonna go to the Harold's Halibut or Halibut, whatever. Harold Halibut. So yeah, it's a new game on Game Pass. Actually, I saw the game the other day. I was like, wow, this looks so interesting. And then when I went in, I was like, yeah, it is interesting. So Harold, right? So it's a narrative-driven adventure game developed by Slow Bros, and the game is set on a city-sized spaceship submerged in alien ocean. Right? That's weird. Exploring themes of friendship and the search for a place to call home. The story follows Harold, a lab assistant, as he navigates the quirky and richly detailed world aboard the spaceship Fedora, whatever. The ship is dealing with an energy crisis and an impending opportunity to leave the planet with being affected by solar flares, and while Harold discovers secrets and forms relationships along the way. Now that is an interesting story. Now next we're gonna talk about Perish, right? Perish does look like Doom Eternal in a way. If you look at the trailer and the gameplay or video that I'm showing you at the current moment. But yeah, it is a cooperative first-person shooter that combines elements of Greek mythology with roguelike mechanics. The game allows up to 4 players to team up and battle through Purgatory to reach the Elysium, and players slay hordes of enemies and bosses. So, and also you have to collect gold or Danica for their corpses. This currency is used to purchase better equipment and upgrades. And you can deposit your collected gold, right, the Danica, by continuing without doing so. You know, if you continue without doing so, you might risk it all, losing all of your life and die. Anyway, that is a very good personal story about Perish. Alright, so Trail Out. And this game contains legendary cars, luxury life, steel wheels, and it is a welcoming, right, festival of explosive races, where you're in a mad race in different parts of the world. Your main goal is to live to finish to the finish line and take the main cup of the festival, and bump cars and explosions and just total madness. And it freaking looks awesome, and it can even do like jumps. I actually remember a game that reminded me of Trail Out back then on Xbox 360. Just can't remember what the game's name is, but it was sort of like the same. You could do stunts, crazy ass stunts, jumping with rockets and exploding cars and so on. It was just a completely fun game, and Trail Out is the new one. And obviously it came out in like 2022, but it's still a new game, and there's still DLCs coming and upgrades for the game. So, do go check it out. It has a rating on Steam for like 9 out of 10. And 1,946 reviews, so that freaking says something, right? And then we're gonna go to Reveal, right? Reveal. So Reveal is a narrative first-person psycho thriller game that focuses on story, puzzles, and exploration. You need to find out what's going on inside the Walter Thompson and what his dark past at the Nelson Bros Circus has to do with it. So it's a horror game that explores quite a normal world it's a story mode driven game. and you have to go through the circus and try to find out what the hell's going on with Walter Thompson. And it's very scary and cool. I've actually watched a full video game gameplay review thing about the game. It does look freaking awesome, and it might be my next recording. You never know. So let's go on to the Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate. Now, I'm not a big Warhammer fan, Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate fan, but certain games have come to light which made me very, very interested in playing Warhammer 40,000 in general. And yet there is another one, Warhammer 40,000 game, third-person game, that looks freaking awesome that I saw way back. And yeah, Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate is really about the turn-based tactics game that is set in Games Workshop gothic science fiction of Warhammer 40,000. The player commands a squad of Grey Knights in a fight against the forces of Nurgle, who are, attempting to release a plague on the galaxy called the Bloom. So yeah, that's Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate, and now we know why the original Superman, the best Superman character of all time, Henry Cavill, plays this game very much. So yeah, and then last but not least, Skull and Bones. Now, Skull and Bones is a, hear me out, a Ubisoft game published by Ubisoft, right? And we have a past with Ubisoft that has done a few things that we're not happy about, and they really can't get back on. But asking $150 to $180 a game, that is some kind of ludicrous thing to do, even though games today is crazy prices. And that we don't own games, we only lend them in a way of only playing them, and then they just take it down. I don't really want to hit that guy that said it. I think that might be the CEO of Ubisoft, I'm not too sure, but I did see a guy say that on some kind of YouTube video. I wasn't very happy. I wanted to kick his balls in, and they're total dicks. So yeah, but anyway, Skull and Bones, let's get back to the game, is an action-adventure game, and it revolves around piracy and naval warfare with a fantastical setting in East Africa and Southeast Asia during the late 17th century, the peak of historical golden age of piracy. And this game really reminds me about the Assassin's Creed Black Flag game, and I am adamant to say that game, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, might be the best game I've ever played when it comes to Assassin's Creed, and secondly when it comes to pirate games, even though I do not understand that other pirate game that came out 3 or 4 years ago. I can't remember what the game's name is, but anyway, yeah, that's about it. I am not happy with Ubisoft. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, I would love you guys to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really would help me out in getting more videos out, even though you guys are the reason I post videos every day or every second day. So, it would really help me out. Please do not unsubscribe. That is killing me. Please stop it. So, anyway, let's get to it then, shall we?